Hello. Hey, Efrey. How's it going? I want to do some... I want to do more blueprints. So we're gonna go straight out and do that. I really want to do something crazy. So we need to make our mall. We need to make the mall. Which we started here. I want to make it so that these foundries make everything. Maybe we'll just do 4 foundries. And I had some thoughts about how to do that. So this will probably be a train station where it drops off. It'll probably just drop off molten iron and copper. My thought is that we probably only need 2. You know what? Let's do these, right? We'll set up 2 for copper products and then 6 for iron products. I want to try and do some circuit things. We want ascending index 1, right? I want to design something so that these can do all, say, you know, all casting products. So pipes, undergrounds, plates, steel, gears, sticks. I don't know how to do that yet, but I think this is how you do it. Select input. I would guess that we would need some decider combinators. So say we want iron plates, right? So we do iron plates as 1. Oh wait, these should be the recipes. So casting iron is 1. And I guess casting steel is 2. I had this like brain blast today when I was at work. Casting gears is 3. We'll do sticks as 4. We probably won't need many sticks. We do heights. What are we up to? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and then undergrounds is 6. Right. Have that here somewhere. Oops. We kind of do need... We should just set these all up as iron plates at the moment. I guess we'll do the inputs like this. Yeah. We want a bunch of bulk inserters. For each of these, and we filter these to each of the outputs. So we do plates, probably in the same order that we've got them over there. steel, gears, sticks, and then we do pipes. And then we can do underground pipes here. I might be insane, and this might not actually work, but it's worth a shot. I want that the same there, like this. We set up storage chests. For the same thing. Gears. Sticks. And pipes. And then undergrounds. I can probably just copy that. Oops. Okay, they're all filtered correctly. So what I want to do... Oh, and we need to do... 4 is probably enough, honestly. We'll just do 4 for now, and then these can be copper. They can just be right on top somewhere. And it has Roboport coverage, right? So we want this to connect. Oh, that's not going to connect because of the... Okay, we need substations. Oh shit. Slim Monkey, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, how's it going? We're designing some mall blueprints at the moment. And prep for some Nauvis upgrades. Thank you, I appreciate it. How was your stream? I assume you were playing Factorio as well? I'll do it like this. Yep. So I want to hook that up. This is going to be connected to each of the foundries, and these are going to be set recipe. Right. So in theory, I can read the logistics contents of the network. Oh no. God, I've been there before. I know how that feels. Oh god. I mean, it's just a little to the left that it needs to move, right? It's surely not too bad. So my thoughts here is if it's less than 2k, it'll output the recipe. And then same here, if it's less than 2k, it'll output the recipe. And we'll just do that for each of these. You build by city blocks? Hey, me too. Well, that's what I'm trying to do anyway. I guess yeah. Yeah, that'll be a tough fix, actually. Okay, so we're just gonna set this to be 2k of each because that's simple. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan anyway. I'm still designing all of this, so we haven't really tried it yet, but I mean, at least the signaling's correct, I hope. It looks correct to me. Except we should probably have a... Oh, that's probably fine. My goal at the moment, I want to design a train network that will build itself. I kind of already started that over here. So this is everything I need to build this blueprint, and then the stop's enabled and the train comes when we need... Oh right, I never actually updated that. I probably do need to update that. We'll do it soon. Yeah, I just want to make a train network that'll build blocks for me. So we need to start with a mall. Hey, I'm way in over my head as well. Don't you worry. And I guess for undergrounds we'll do 1k just because they do require a bit of things. This will technically probably waste a little bit of productivity, but I'm not too concerned about that. So these need to be connected. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you again for the raid. That's going to be so messy actually. I'm just going to hook them up in a daisy chain. And these should really be flipped. So the outputs go like this. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it. So they go like that. And then the inputs... So that'll read logistic contents. So in theory, when these start to be filled up, it should be able to read these chests and determine what the next thing is to be built. So I might just make a quick copy of this to test. We'll just chuck it in here. We'll give it some power. So that'll output. Alright, so that does set the... It seems to be setting the recipe. Output 1. Okay. So in theory, if I connect these up with some pipes... Oh. Like this. Right. Connect these up with some pipes. Set that to molten iron. And then beacon the shit out of it. I guess just like, that'll do for now. We'll just put speed modules in them. For now. In theory, once we hit 2,000 iron in here, it'll start producing steel instead. It'll just take a second to do this. Should probably just change it to 1k for testing. Okay, so what is wrong here? Oh, okay, you know it is working. And then once that hits 1k as well. It should switch to gears. I hope. In a second. Yeah, there we go. Gears. Okay, good. It works. Beautiful. This is like my first time using circuits like this, so I'm hopeful that this will function the way it should. And then we'll just have 2 for copper recipes. This is going to be called Iron Recipe Selector. Does that? Oh yeah, description Iron Recipe Selector. This would be called Copper Recipe Selector. And my hope is with designs like these, I could have a big module set up here. Where all of these are set to make rods 1 through 3 of every type, and we just input the raw materials and it'll change based on our needs. But we'll see if we can get that far first of all. So this is going to be copper plates. If copper plates are less than 2000, then we output casting copper. And then this, if copper wire, copper cable is less than 2k, then we output this. Those are all connected, so this just needs to be connected to that, and then this needs to output to these two foundries. Which they kind of need a recipe in them right now. Although we set recipe. Okay, there we go. Set recipe. And we'll hook up some pipes. Like this. And we'll have molten iron delivered here, molten copper delivered here, or maybe even copper here and iron there. Assuming, yeah, that should be fine. That was temporary, so that can be removed. Not quite, actually. We probably want to set up some storage for these metals. Let me just figure out where the trains fit. So there. Oops. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that either. Yeah, I probably should be using this menu to set... Oh, that's not that. It's these. Just so that I can get them set on the right thing. We don't need inserters here. We just need pumps. To extract. Okay, it's not going to fit. Maybe we don't want to output here then. Yeah, we'll output down here instead. Is that the right side of the... Yeah, that is correct. Okay, so that can go. We should just remove this for now, actually, because that's just going to get in the way. Okay, so we need some pumps. We need some... Is that actually where it... Does it need some fuel, maybe? It looks like it's lined up, but it doesn't look lined up from the pumps. I'm sure it's fine. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Should be like this. Okay, so yeah, these ones, you need 2 gap there and then 1, 2, 3. We will hook these up to some storage tanks. It's probably a little bit overkill, but it's fine. And we'll read the contents of these. What's the capacity of a wagon? Okay. So we'll request a... we'll steal this, first of all. How far away from the end of that stop? 2 gap and then these. I just want it all to be matching up nicely. We don't need this one. And I'll steal the design from the... Where was the perimeter defense that we were doing? Was that even on this map? Oh, up here. So what was this? How did I read... I was reading that. Right, dividing it by 100. Which is probably a little bit overcomplicated for this, but we'll set it up in a way that we can reuse this station for multiple fluids. Alright, so arithmetic combinator. Oops, I didn't realize I was in remote view still. Where were we? Yeah. Arithmetic combinator. It's going to divide the fluid, which is molten iron. Divide that by 100. Output. I guess that'll output molten iron as well. Right. So we want to set our preferred quantity, I guess our minimum quantity, which would be, what would it be? So what, 25k times 8, which is 200k. Right. Times 8, yeah, 200k. You're going to divide that by 100 to get 2,000. So we'll say we want... I guess we'll do 400 because that'll be 20%, so that'll be when the pump speed starts to slow down. So we'll do 400. That's going to output into this, which will then compare the two signals. Yeah, and then if red is greater than green, output input count. I guess you can output 1. That will be connected to this. That will enable the train stop. Enable if that is greater than 0. We'll just use substations for this as well. Oh, they fit in perfectly there. So we'll pop a substation just here for now. So it's going to output 1 because it needs an input. And this should activate when, so that should turn off as soon as we've got a bunch in the system. Let's do at most 20%, because in theory it should just switch off. At most 20%. Is that how that works? Or exactly 20%? Okay, and then if I increase it to 21%, oops, that should disable? No, it's not disabling. Oh, it's because I'm not inputting the fucking... that. Okay, so now it disables, and then when this drops down below 20%, it enables. Okay. We have a working system. I'm just going to drain that. There we go. I don't know how to use parameters, so let's not fuck around with that yet. Let's just get these powered. And then we can basically just copy this whole thing for the copper as well, which will be there. This we just switch to copper. And that's going to be copper and copper. This train stop is going to be called molten copper deliver. And I'll have to do the one for the top one as well. Molten copper deliver. Enable if molten copper is greater than 0. Yep. And then same thing here. This gets renamed to molten iron deliver. We do add station. Oh, we probably need to set these up properly. Just going to do a quick little train stop here, and we'll name this iron collect, and then we'll do a copper collect, iron collect. So we can set this to be station collect until full cargo, or 5 seconds of inactivity is fine. Then we do deliver, and then empty cargo, or inactivity. Interrupt for fuel. And we rename this to copper collect. That should still keep the iron collect, yep. So here we do... Oh, we need another train first of all. Add station, collect, deliver, full cargo, an activity of 5 seconds. Add interrupt for fuel. Okay, and that should just work, in theory. Trains should still be able to pass here perfectly fine. And then when this, if this needs to go and that's on the way, it should switch lanes, and then vice versa. Okay, so we'll run our pipes down here to connect those. And we'll run a pipe here as well. I guess this should... no, we can make this work. You just have to do a little bit of spaghetti pipes, just so that they can pass by each other. And then this is copper. Cool. Cool. That should just work. That will set the recipe based on needs. These we just need to set up with requested chests. Not that I think we're really going to be using that many of these belts. But I would rather have the option here. Might do it on the bottom just so that doesn't interfere. I wonder if we can do this. Read contents, and then this will be enable if that is greater than 500. Or is it is less than 500 rather. Let me do that. So that should just request the gears, and then this will get filled up from the machine here. I guess if we're gonna have intermediates here as well. So I guess here it makes sense to limit the inserters. What am I looking for? Or in fact, we can do it like this. I guess we will move those up, just so they're in substation range. So that goes there, that goes there. That goes there, that goes there. So we will limit these. Enable or disable if splitters is less than 500. I know we don't need 500 splitters, but I'd rather just make it easy. And then same here. Enable disable if... Oh, actually, these can't be requested chests. These need to be buffer chests. They do need to be buffer chests, otherwise they're not going to count the logistic storage. Actually, since we're doing this, we can just hook these up, not have to worry about cables. Just reset that. And that there. So yeah, these need to be buffer chests. Yeah. And then this can just be a request a chest. If we connect these all to this network, we can read the contents of the buffer chests through the roboport and enable and disable it that way. These inserters need to be just hooked directly up to these because we want 500 in each of these, I would guess. 600 in there. So less than 600. That is going to be... We'll just set that to 600 as well. And that's going to be 60. Wait. No, it's this one that we need to do rather. So 600. Or we'll just do... We'll do 600 there as well. So this shouldn't be connected because we always want that to be producing for as long as the inserters need their product. It's just all of these that we want to limit. So I guess we'll set this to be the amount that's in the chest. So that'll be 120. Enable if it's less than 120. This is going to be 60. Because we're going to be bottlenecked by the speed of these anyway. I think. Rather than any of the other ones. Most likely. Actually no, it'll be the other way around. Oh well, that's fine. And then this is going to be 60. That needs 240, so that'll be if that is less than 240. That needs 111? Really? Sounds fine to me. And then these will output into their own storage chests. Oops, like that. Obviously they'll be filtered. So that's belts. And that is undergrounds. Yes. We'll set some pretty high limits for these. This is going to be if it's less than 500. And that'll read the contents in there. We'll set this to probably 4K. Yeah, and then this will be, we say 500 on this? Yeah, and then we'll say 250 for splitters. Okay, and that should just work. That should just work. They'll all have speed modules, all of those. These have prods. And that has speeds. That's belts sorted. I guess while we have... We should do the circuits. We might as well do circuits on site for this stuff. Which we'll probably need quite a few of. So we have a similar setup here. How are these going to fit nicely? Maybe they just won't fit nicely. I mean, that'll do. Get some substations down. All right, we could set these up in the exact same way. We could do electric poles and then circuits. We could do the whole lot in here, really. The problem is setting requests. Well, it should be okay. Okay, let me do some testing. So we can only really fit. Maybe we'll split these into segments. So our top one is just going to be circuits. It is just advanced circuit. That's the recipe, right? Yeah. Oops. So it's going to be green circuits, and then we'll do red circuits. So we'll always do green circuits over red circuits if they're needed. Oh, actually, probably do it the other way around. Oh no, because otherwise it won't make the necessary green circuits. So yeah, it does need to be green then red. Let me just shift that up a little bit and we'll put these in the middle. Right there will do. And we will have... Probably need to move the substations in. We need outputs for each. It'll be green chips. It'll be red chips. And the reason why I'm using storage chests instead of passive providers is, say, if we're doing modules down here or something, and if the recipe, I guess modules isn't a good example. Say if we're doing substations, right? And then the recipe changes to big electric poles instead. I would prefer to have... Wait, did we already set that up over here? Oh, we did. We don't need any of that. I might set up all of these to do something similar as well. But that might be overcomplicating things. I want to be able to trash unrequested in the buffer chests. Or in the requested chests, so that these don't get clogged. So we'll do this. We do need requested chests. Do them there and there. Yeah. Like that. Each of... so that's going to output green chips and then red chips. So we can send that to this. And we just make sure all of these are set to set recipe. We'll just make sure that that's not going to interfere with any other signals. No, that's all on its own little network there. And then we want this to be... Read... Oh. Wait, input on the red. Wait, input on green. We want to output on red. Input green, output red. Red ingredients, and this is going to be set requests. But we need a arithmetic combinator there. One of these. So this is gonna do, can we do each? We'll times it by 10. Output each. And then that'll set the requests. It'll probably need to be more than that. We'll do 20. And then if that's not enough, then we'll have to play around with it. Right, these do... Right, wait. Why is that? Oh, I didn't have the... Okay, I didn't have it set up correctly. Yeah, okay, there we go. And if we copy that... Oh. Cool, so that'll set the requests. We want trash unrequested on any of these. So if this recipe changes to red chips, it'll request plastic and green chips, and yeah. I guess the one thing I didn't do here was add output chests. We'll do them on the left here. So that'll be copper plates. This will be copper cables. God, I so hope this is gonna work, man. I'm gonna be so sad if this doesn't work. We need to import plastic. Actually, I'm seeing I totally can import one of these up there. Or probably both of them. Oh no, I guess there's not enough space for a station there. Is there enough space for a plastic station here? How many inserters? Oh, we can fit... Okay. We can totally do a plastic station here. So we'll do plastic, deliver. Well, if we're doing plastic here, should we have these doing LDS as well? What is LDS used in that we're gonna maul? Okay, probably quite a few things. So we probably do want LDS to be made on site here as well. That should be the lowest priority though. So we'll add LDS into these. I'm just going to have to see where the inputs are for copper. So copper on the bottom, iron on the top. Okay, we can make that work. Iron on the top. I can get rid of those actually. So iron here. Which means that these probably need to go here and here. And then we can do LDS. Now, where is LDS? There. Okay, so it's going to be, if LDS, we'll do a lower limit of that. We'll do 500 because it only stacks to 50. And that'll output LDS at 7. Oh, but this is going to have to be outputting this. Yeah. Okay, so we need to hook up copper. That's iron, and then we need to hook up copper. Which will have to come in here somewhere. Okay, iron is fine like that. Copper, we'll just have to do a little bit of spaghetti. You know what? This kind of sorts out the problem of where we were routing everything. So that's connected, right? And that's connected. So that we can remove, and we can do a proper corner here, and then we can do a proper corner here. Okay, so we'll do this. And these should be capable of making LDS as well now. So arguably I should have it over here too. Maybe we could have LDS on both. No, let's not overcomplicate. I kind of like overcomplicating things. So why not? Yeah, you know what? This is a mess anyway. Let's do it. So copper on the bottom, then iron on the top. Copper on the bottom, iron on the top. Oh, this is totally doable. Like that. Iron on the top. This might not be totally doable. Okay, no, let's not worry about that. We will just keep the copper like this. And that'll be fine. These don't have outputs yet for LDS, so we will do this. Yeah. We'll do it like this. On the sides. Okay. So that's our raw materials for this whole block sorted, I think. That should be everything we need, apart from engines. But we don't really have an easy way of doing engines. So I think the next... Wait, was this actually all? Yeah, that is hooked up. Let's just shuffle these down. Do a little bit of organizing. I guess we can just have 4 inserters here for engines. Or something like that. Wait, did I say inserters or assemblers? I don't know, man. And they can just be dedicated. Because I don't think there's really any other intermediates that we need. And then we'll do another copy down here just for electric engines. Because they should... I'm pretty sure it's just 1 engine to 1. Thereabouts, yeah. This. And we'll just increase the amounts. We'll do 30, 30, 70. That's going to be filtered to engines. These are going to be connected. Not like that though. Like there. And now enable or disable if engines is less than, I don't know, 250. Yeah, that seems good. And then same thing with these. Except that's going to be electric engines. That's going to be 70 and 30. Enable if electric engines are less than 250. And we'll just shuffle these around a little bit. Just so we can get some lubricant in there. Like this, and then we can hook it up to where the, I guess we're gonna probably import lubricant for these, right? Yeah. We probably can just import lubricant here. We'll probably just do a 1-by-1 train or something. I'm not convinced though. I guess we're gonna import plastic, and then we'll import lubricant here. So for lubricant, we can copy this whole thing. But we will just do the one pump. This is going to be called lubricant deliver. That's going to be lubricant. And instead of 400, that's going to be 100. Oops, 100. Because it's only got 2 of these. It's going to be lubricant. Lubricant. Going to be if lubricant is greater than 0. We'll set up a train for that. This is going to have to be called lubricant collect. Just so we can set this up. Go lubricant collect. Full cargo or inactivity. Then deliver. Empty cargo or inactivity. Add in a fuel interrupt. And give it a wagon. This should probably be called lubricant as well. We should really name all these trains. It's going to be molten iron. Molten copper. And we'll just find a nice way to run these pipes, which will probably be like this. Now we'll connect it to the top of each. Okay. That's sorted. What is next then? These are all set up correctly, right? I'm just going to move these so that they're all tidy. I guess these are all just going to have speed 2s in them, right? These can have productivity 2s, and then speed 2s, speed 2s. And all of these have speed 2s. Yeah. Yeah, and then all these have speed 2s as well. Right, so I want to do a module maker. So we'll steal this. We'll start by doing... What are the ones we're going to use most of? Probably productivity. Which will be... It'll just be the prod. With 1, and then we'll do speed. And then efficiency. And then we'll do the Mark IIs. We probably won't bother doing Mark IIIs here, I don't think. We're going to have to import blue chips either way, though. And then speed. And then efficiency. That will be 2K as well. Do we really want 2K? We'll go 500. I think that's a reasonable number. Especially if we might end up quality upcycling them. It's not going to reach, is it? Okay, so these need to be connected. We'll probably set up that's probably fine for modules. The outputs are going to be a little bit tricky. We can probably share chests for outputs. Okay, that needs to move out one, actually. That needs to move out. This needs to move out. So we're going to do T1 modules on the horizontal and then T2 on the vertical. Yeah, that seems good. It'll be rod, speed, and efficiency. And this will be rod, speed, and efficiency. We'll just move these ones in actually. Like that. And then these share requested chests. Okay, let's hook this up first. So those should all be connected. These are going to be set recipe. On green. And then on red, we're going to do set requests. It'll be... How do we do it up here? Times it by 20. We probably don't need that much because these are going to produce quite slowly. So we'll do arithmetic combinator. We output into the arithmetic combinator on... Wait, so that input's on green. This output's on red. We read ingredients. This is going to output onto there, and this is going to be set requests. Is that right? Oh, let me filter these before I forget. So it's going to be, yeah, so like that. And this is going to be red chips. We probably don't actually need to trash unrequested on these because it's only there are only 4 inputs. It's only going to have so many things in them. It just means that the ingredients will be available once crafting stops and switches over to the previous recipe. These we definitely... Oh wait. No, these ones we don't need any of that either. Neither do these. They'll be fine. I guess what were we doing? Set recipe. Sort ascending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we could, wonder if that would work, just going like... It's probably the easiest way. I mean, will this reach if I do that? Oops, that wasn't connected. What is this connected to? Oh, it's this that's connected. I mean, they should have the same recipe anyway. That's set requests. That's not going to output read contents. It's going to request 5 of each. We'll do times that by 10. And these we probably don't need a trash unrequested either. We do each times it by 10. Output each. And then we can just copy this whole thing. That should be functional. And then all we need is blue chips, which we'll probably import on a train down here. I haven't decided how I'm gonna unload items though. I haven't designed a train for that yet. But that's okay. That'll come in time. What I am going to do is... Should we produce bots here? We probably want a dedicated bot factory. I guess I'm just going to start setting up these. Which is going to be a bit of a shit show, but that's okay. Actually, it should be... We should set these up so it reads the logistics requests of the RoboPort. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. It'll just take a while to get everything properly set up, but that's okay. Like that. In theory, we should only have to do this once. So it shouldn't be the end of the world. In theory. We'll just do it one block at a time. Let's just wire up all of these real quick. Okay, that gets hooked up. So. Oh. I've done that the whole time. Oh. I probably should have just done that the whole time, right? Okay, well, we'll start doing it with these. Enable if steel chest is less than 50. Wait, disabled by control behavior. Okay, so yeah, that does work. Okay, that's fine then. We'll do it that way. But I kind of want to set this up in a way that we can run it. We can like build this as a mall before we have bots. I could turn it into an upgradable one. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do it with wires. I like wires. Wires are pretty. At least that way I can see if things are connected or not as well. These can, in fact, share each of these. Okay. So that'll request that. That'll enable if steel chest is less than 50. We'll just do nice round numbers for each of these. I don't really foresee myself using burner inserters, but there will be a time and a place where I wish I had burner inserters for whatever reason. is that going to update when we... Okay, yeah, that did update. If research, sorry, if repair packs are less than, we'll probably go 500 on these, just so we have plenty. These will be blue inserters. Don't mind me, this will probably just take a hot minute. We're probably going to want way more inserters than that, but we can play around with the numbers later on. I just want to get this set up. Oops, I did not mean to go set recipe. That needs to be purple. If purple is less than 50. Where are lamps? These 50. I'm just going to do 5 power switches because I doubt we're ever going to use them. Constant combinators, we definitely want 50. I'm probably not going to use many of those. We might use displays. I'm stack to 10. We'll do 10 then. What are these stacked to? Guess we'll do 10 of these as well. Let's do 50. Rails, we will do 2K. Roboports, 50 is fine. They should build pretty quick anyway once this is all running. Do 10 train stops. Do 50 sports. Did I set these requests? I did not. What are these stacked to? We'll do 20. And trains, we'll do 10. Oops, like that. Wagons will do 50 or 40, probably is better. Okay, that's all those done, and then we need to do it for all of these ones down here as well. Oh fuck, we need to filter all of the chests as well, don't we? Can we... No, we can't. Otherwise, you best believe these are going to get clogged with random bullshit. I apologize if this is the most mind-numbing thing you've ever seen. I can somewhat relate to that. Pumps. Yellow chests. Red chests. We probably, yeah, we definitely want more rail assemblers than that, but we can always expand that. Okay. These are unfiltered. Good. Go on the top out here like this. Those are just for anything we might want to expand into. We'll do that manually. And like this. We did reactors up there, eh? Yeah, we did. Okay. Boiler. Are these? They're not connected to the wires. Oops. Oh, do we even need this many? Probably not. But I guess for both, well, for Rails, prod mods, and electric furnaces, we're going to need them for purple science anyway. But we're probably better off setting dedicated science feeders. This will be 50 as well. Okay, burning towers. Oh, heating towers. I always get names of shit wrong, man. What's wrong with me? We'll set this to be maybe 8 or 16. No, we'll do 8. Did I? I did set those 8, yeah I did. Heat exchangers. And probably do 100. We'll do... Yeah, that's fine. 100, and then we'll do 200 of these because we're going to use lots of them. That'll slowly be built at least. Heat pipe will be 500. Just because they're... It's only 1 second. These are quite slow to make, eh? 3, 3. Okay. Not as slow as I thought. And we're probably not going to use many miners, but no harm. I hope I've actually set everything and haven't missed any. Oh, I can double click? I can double click to... Oh, okay. That helps. Okay. We're gonna do these until we've got 250. Agri towers will do 20. These will do 50. And that'll be this. We definitely don't need 50 of those, but why not? Why the hell not? Centrifuge will be, we'll do 20 because they're quite expensive, eh? Yeah. Labs. Do 50. Alright, we need this. And then chemical plants, do 50 as well. Okay, thank God that's done. Wonder if I should... I know that does need to be connected. What? Okay, so that needs to be connected to there so that this can read the Roboport network, right? Yeah. Set recipe, read ingredients. Actually, I can tidy this up a little bit. Oops. that. Is that going to disconnect everything? Okay, it's not going to disconnect everything. Oh, that's on the wrong side. It needs to be on this side. Okay, so if I unhook that, that should get its requests removed. Yeah, okay, good. That doesn't need to be hooked up. Okay, good. These should probably be times 50 then, if we're only reading from one machine. And we should read from this machine, just because it's next to it. Keep the wires a little bit tidier. Okay, so yeah, 50, 50, 50. Okay. In theory, this should produce stuff, so that's cool. We might want to have to do a water stop. Water can be here. It can be here. Or concrete. And that'll be water, deliver. Can I can't copy a train. That's unfortunate. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay, we need to make a fake stop. We need to name this water deliver. God, all of this typing and setting things up making me so fucking tired, man. My brain's working overtime. So collect and then deliver full cargo. Inactivity. Empty cargo. Inactivity. Fuel interrupt. Okay. Oops, like that, like that. And we'll do it like this. Then these need to be hooked up to the circuit network. Oops. Oh shit, okay, I see what I did. Are they all... They appear to all be connected. Didn't miss any. We'll do same thing here. Should be requester on the bottom and then that on top. Concrete. This will be until we've got Oh, fuck, we can make concrete in foundries. I don't know if I care, honestly. That can be a later upgrade. I will do 4K actually, because we've got so many machines. Let me say 4K, and then we want 4K of this. Okay. Unfortunately... Oh, man. I think I'm too tired for this shit. I think I am. I guess, we could probably just design some loading and unloading stations. Right, so I wanted to make some real thin stations. So I was thinking we can do... Okay, let's put a train down. And I want wagons. Something like this. It came to me in a dream. And we can... like this, I think. And then run this down. I don't know if that's going to fit. For all of... No, it's not. But... like this, right? I just want them to be really space efficient is the biggest thing, I think. And the last one, I would guess, would be... oh, that's not going to quite work because it's going to unload unevenly. Well, it's going to... yeah. I guess the only way would be if we pulled these outwards, right? And then... Or if we had an extra chest of buffer. Extra chest of buffer wouldn't be terrible. Do it like that. I just don't know if it's necessary. Probably not. Because this would definitely work. And then we can just copy the same design here, right? What's the length of that? Let me, I'm gonna copy this over. Just do a little bit of testing. And we'll copy it into the block. I wanted... yeah. These, just so we can have lamps. Get some nice pretty lamps. Let's power that. Oops. And we'll set it to like iron ore or something. Though I probably want to look at the output and then we'll void the output. I just want to see... I don't think this is going to fully saturate the belts or anything. It definitely won't with stack inserters. But I want to test stack inserters with this as well. Okay. Let's pause. Oops. Oh, I didn't put them... I'm stupid. Can you tell I'm tired? Oh. Okay, so that would fully... Oh, right, do this. Wait. That should be fully saturated. Yes. What about if we use stack inserters? Because ideally, I want more than a belt of output, right? So we just have to wait for this to feed through. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I thought it would save the configuration. What's this? What's the hand size of these? 5 plus 4. Oh, because we don't have belt stacking researched. Do we? Why would we not have belt stacking researched? I don't know how to... Oh, right, and then... I don't know how to research things in this, in editor mode. But that doesn't look stacked to me. It's not stacked. Right, is there a hotkey to... Is there a... Oh, cheat. Oh, Control Alt E. Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't realize that's how it works. Crazy. How do I research stuff, man? Can I just... Is there a research command? No. Oh, wait, it is stacking them now. What changed? Okay. So would this be one compressed belt? We kind of want more throughput than one compressed belt. Oh, so it's not... Oh, they... Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. But exiting and entering back in changed the thing. So that might actually be 2 compressed belts. Now that the stack size is correct. If it is, then that's preferable. Okay. Let me just copy this. Actually. That will be able to tell. Though I should really just replace these with those. That looks like that looks like 2 compressed belts. They should all back up in theory. Wonder if changing the stack size to 12 makes things run a little bit better. In my first playthrough, I noticed that that was the case. Okay, well, it looks like this is a... Like, it's... I wouldn't say it's a great unloader, but it works. And then we can just do the opposite for loading, right? Just reverse the belts. I mean, it's low footprint. So I guess with the depth of it, because we have the extra buffer chests, it's probably... There are probably better ways to do it. Thanks. Yeah, I'm hoping that this actually works out. It looks like reducing the stack size to 12 here gives us a fully compressed belt. And it pulls evenly. Should pull evenly. There must be a way. Oh, I can. Hang on, I can make this. Hang on. Get rid of these. I can make it. And I can't make it more compact. I mean, hang on. So, oops. In the real world, it would be like this. Let's remove these for now because I want to see. I can probably reduce the footprint quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm... Oh wait, one row of chests. Yeah. That's what I wanted to do it with just one row of chests originally. But I couldn't figure out a way that you can compress this. Because if you need... Right, so the rails... Yeah, I'll show you... Let me get rid of this. The problem is, you can have one coming down here. You can have one coming down here. Oh, oops, not there. Here. Then for anything else, it doesn't pull evenly because you do this and then the splitter impacts onto this, and so you're pulling two sides from one. Yeah. You're pulling from two lanes on one side of the belt. Which isn't the end of the world. Oh, does it matter though? The splitter should even it out. The other thing I was thinking, right? If, if I can... it's not going to be wide enough. My thought was to merge these two onto a single... Wait, I can do that. I can do that. Right? It's not going to merge. How can I don't think there's any way to get it to work. Oh. No, that's not going to work. Wait. That works. But it wouldn't work for down here. So that pulls on that puts on the far side of the belt. So in theory here, you could just run it like this. Right? Because that's only going to output one lane regardless. But then I guess here you could just go like this. And then like this. Have this come out one further. And then use a splitter here. And then you got two lanes of output. It's a bit messy though. But that should work, right? Let's go test that real quick. It's an option. It's just that it's a vertical footprint that I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm concerned about it, but I would like to minimize just for a little bit of fun. In theory, that should give... Oh wait, is that... Okay, they are filtered to 12. That should give 2 compressed belts. Eventually. No, it's still because of this feeding. What if we do output priority right? There we go. That's 2 compressed belts. I wouldn't say it's the most elegant solution ever. I guess same here, we could go output priority left. Oh no, that wouldn't quite work, so it would have to be like this. And they appear to be... Oh, that's not quite compressed. The bottom one's compressed. This one's not. Is that because of the hand size? Surely there's a way to do this. That goes around. So yeah, it's this bottom belt that's compressed. Oh no, it's not. I mean, that's going to be good enough, right? These aren't backing up. Let's try... Oh right, I'm going to have to go and do the direction again, aren't I? Horizontal. And then once this catches up, it will probably not be compressed anymore. Let me just clear the belt. Oh, they might have fixed the inserters in 2.1 then. I had a problem with inserters where having these at 16 would cause the belt to decompress, but okay. That's going to be our unloading station then. It's a little bit silly, but that's okay. I like silly. Oh, it's not going to work for loading though, is it? Okay, let me move that out of the way. I don't think this is going to work for loading. This is the problem. Because if we reverse the belts... Actually, no, that's fine. Because that can just go to there. But then how do you fill this one? You can't fill this second... I guess if you're only accounting for 2 belts of input. I don't know. I don't think that's going to work for loading. Oh, it might not need to though. Because I guess in the same footprint you could just go... This is the same footprint, so you could just do. Which is going to be a slightly different design. Yeah, so like that, like that. Okay, so that can stay. And you have a belt in here, you have a belt that comes up here. That gets split. And this should allow for pretty even... wait, it'll have to be like that. Yeah, so like this, the two input belts are here and here. One there. We'll do it like this. And then like this. And that does get it into the same footprint just. With this. But I guess with this... Wait, but... Actually, I think this is the only way to do it here, because you can't... Oh, actually, I could use that idea right here, and instead of having that set up, you could go... like this. No, not like that. Hang on. Like... like this. And that has the same footprint. Actually, it has a slightly smaller footprint. Because you don't have these belts that are overhanging here. And you don't have these. Oh, you don't even... Oh, you do need it inserted there. The only question is, does this version get clogged? It might because of the lane balancing inherent in the bottom one. Hello? Oh, because I don't have fucking... No, we need this. Oops. Yeah, the lanes... Oh my god. Yeah, it might get backed up. Oh no, but it's not fully compressed. Because... Why? What is the difference between these? This one is fully compressed, but the top one isn't. It must be because of this again. Yeah, it's the splitter that's causing problems. Okay, so I guess these bottom two are our designs. Potentially, I'm just gonna check the throughput of this. It should be perfectly fine. I can't foresee anything backing up. Okay, and once we finish testing this, I'm probably going to end stream or find somebody to raid. I apologize. I'm so fucking tired. Okay, that appears to be fine. They're a little bit janky, but that's to be expected. Yeah, and we'll just go, we'll forego the top design. Yeah, I think off stream, I might take tomorrow off and I might try and figure out learning parameterization of blueprints. Because I would like to parameter whatever the word is, man. So that we can request trains on these being filled up to train capacity. And set the train name or the train group. I guess probably don't need to worry about the train group, but set the station name and quantities and all that shit. So I might find somebody to pass this wonderful group of people over to. I need to go make some food. Is there anybody in chat that has any recommendations for a raid? Otherwise I might just browse the Factorio streamers and see. Or I could just raid one of my normal... I'm just going to raid one of my normal raid targets. We will raid... We will raid XA. He's playing GTNH. I normally raid him. He's cool. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thank you for sticking around after that raid. I do appreciate it. It means a lot. I'll probably take tomorrow off to learn parameterization, and then be back with you guys on Thursday. Hope you have a good time zone. Again, thanks for stopping by. All the best.